Hi, welcome to Gemstar Productions Financial Report. My name is Sheila Elias. This report contains various statements to show how Gemstar is performing financially, including the balance sheet, profit and loss statement, budget versus actual statement, and statements of cash flows. Throughout the presentation, I will highlight the positives seen, as well as make any suggestions to correct negatives. An explanation of any budget variances will be discussed also. Next, internal controls will be discussed. And finally, I will discuss key concepts learned throughout this month in business accounting. The first statement is the balance sheet. It is a statement of assets, liabilities, and equity as of August 27, 2017. It is a snapshot of the finances in time. Within the balance sheet, the formula used is liabilities plus equity equals assets. Here, Gemstar's total current asset is $1,653.33. Add its total equity, which is $24,839.79, and that equals $66,493.12, which does equal Gemstar's total assets, also at $66,493.12. This is a balanced statement, which is a positive for Gemstar Productions. Next is the profit and loss statement. This statement summarizes the revenues and costs and expenses during a specific time. This statement shows whether the company has made a profit or a loss. The positive seen here is that after subtracting the total expense from the total income, Gemstar Productions has a profit of $4,839.79 after its first month. Now we're going to look at the profit and loss budget versus actual statement. Here we can see that our event revenue, was actually higher than budgeted for. We anticipate this to only grow as we establish ourselves and services within the industry. We came in under budget with our depreciation expense. We were expecting to pay more for our company truck than we actually did. And due to a discount for a first-time customer, we came in $120.97 under budget for our equipment rental expense. Payroll expenses came in over budget due to overtime hours. Although payroll expenses will continue to grow as our company grows and we hire new employees to meet that need, we will need to limit any overtime hours and keep track. We will be able to improve and narrow the variances as we collect more data along the way of what it takes to run a profitable Gemstar Productions. The final statement we will look at is a statement of cash flows. The three components to the statement of cash flows is operations, investing, and financing. The statement of cash flows shows how the money comes in and goes out of the company. Within operations are any accounts used to keep Gemstar Productions operating, like income, deposits we have with vendors, and payroll. Investing activities include long-term investments, like the truck purchased for the company. Financing includes company stocks. Gemstar Productions is doing well as a startup with 50,700 in cash. Now let's take a look at internal controls. Internal controls helps to prevent fraud within a company. There are 5 internal controls I recommend to put into place as soon as possible. The first one is employee background check. To ensure all new employees with access to Gemstar's finances are of reputable character, all must be subjected to a mandatory background check. This includes verifying all references and former employment at the time of application. Checklists within the company's file for the employee and the yearly audit will be conducted to ensure this measure is being met. Number 2, have 2 check signers. There must be 2 check signers with the checks being pre-numbered. A copy of the signed check will be attached to a pre-numbered invoice for a quarterly audit. Next has to do with reimbursements. All reimbursements must be submitted with receipts within 10 days of the expense with the request form. They will be reviewed by the department managers. A list of reimbursements acceptable will be given to the department managers to share with all employees. A checklist is to accompany each reimbursement request with 2 unscheduled audits completed yearly. Next is checks receivable and payable. No checks will be made payable to cash only. Furthermore, all checks received will be immediately marked for deposit only and deposited daily. Unscheduled audits will see that this control is followed. Finally, reconciling statements. All financial statements, like canceled checks and bank statements, will be reconciled by a person outside of the accounting function within Gemstar Productions. Monthly audits with 1 unscheduled audit quarterly will be performed. Now just a short summary of what I've learned. First off, QuickBooks. QuickBooks is really your friend. It's not as intimidating as you might think, and I personally plan on using it for my contracting business. Next is fraud and ethics. What I learned is how to prevent fraud through use of internal controls, and how who you are helps to prevent fraud also in hiring people that are ethical. Next is budgeting, a very important skill to have to be profitable within any business, to ensure that you're not overspending or underspending. Finally, and probably most important, is I learned about GAAP, Generally Accepted Accounting Principles. It's a common set of accounting principles, standards, and procedures that most companies follow to compile their financial statements, including cash flows and balance sheets.